Hi everyone, my name is Rida Dar. Today we'll be talking about digital influence and how to leverage digital influence as a part of your digital marketing strategy. Digital influence it also refers to as the power that influencers and content creators have over the audiences. It's also known as influencer marketing, and it's a more common term. It's important to understand how to reach a new audience, how to connect with them, understand their consumer behavior, but also why brands want to use this and how brands want to connect with a new audience and resonate with them. So it's really important to understand how to get started and to start working on your digital influence. A bit about me. I'm Rida. I've been in this industry for 8+ years now. I specialize in strategy, content creation, influencer marketing, but also just looking at building these connections and relationships within the influencer marketing space. I started as an influencer and built my content creation platform. I'm now a B2C and a B2B. So Girls on Roll was more focused on the consumers and how to reach the consumers through different collaborations and brand offers. But I grew that into mentoring, working with not just brands, but also influencers, content creators, and entrepreneurs in different spaces and places. It's increased in engagement in different media platforms, and I have an entirely new audience that I can work with and create content for. So, some learning outcomes by the end of this session, you will walk away with how to get started with influencer marketing, but also what's next in 2025 and what are brands looking for in this digital marketing space. So, how to get started? It's important to understand that you need to come up with a topic. You need to know what you're passionate about. You need to find that topic that you can share and create content for day in and day out. But also, you need to understand what are your themes, what are your thematic kind of placements. How do you choose a platform? Which platform, what audience, who is your audience? How do you connect with them and collaborate with them? And most importantly, create content for. So before you get started, you have to select the different platforms that you want to create different content on. This is dependent on what kind of content, what kind of strategy, which industry you're in, and obviously which platforms are maximized for those spaces. There's tons of platforms in publishing, sharing, networking, messaging, discussing, and collaborating spaces. But there are a handful of platforms which are being and are taking over the industry, and that's where the main audience is. So whether that's Meta, TikTok, Twitch, if you're into gaming, you need to understand what it is that you're looking for and where you are looking to grow and connect with your audience on. So what do brands want from you? Brands want influencers to create content, whether that's user generated or organic or paid platforms. You want to connect with new audiences and build authentic relationships. It's a myth now that you can just connect with audiences based on ads and promos. You want to have that kind of connection. And brands want to connect with influencers that can create and give them content that is outside the box completely. Influencers that are advocating for their brand and brand ambassadors. So, what do you do and what's next for marketing and influencer marketing in 2025? The number one thing is ongoing platforms and ongoing partnerships. You want to know who are these brands and how to create for them and keep on giving them content. These are some of the brands I've worked with again and again. And I have tried out different strategies, different tactics, and created content that not just resonates with my audience as well as theirs, but I'm able to create content that is meaningful and long lasting. So that is why I have built long lasting relationships with brands. Another one, which kind of builds on from the last point into a new one, is influencers turned into business owners, entrepreneurs rather. They're able to connect with not just their long lasting, long living kind of relationships, but also kind of work with them in different spaces and places. So whether that's through, event marketing or that is from another perspective, you are trying to understand how you can work together and what you can give them and move forward with. And finally, diversity and inclusion. This is a huge theme that is very, very untouched and needs to be explored and has a lot of potential. But there are so many cultural holidays, events, festivities that can work with different brands and businesses. And if they worked with them, they're able to connect with different thematic experiences and kind of give back to the audience what they're looking for. So rather than just basically standardizing the products and businesses and experiences, you're able to personalize them, give them an authentic voice, and you're able to connect with them on campaigns such as Ramadan, ethnic grocery stores, or even multicultural recipes that people would love to hear from. So that's just a bit about in different strategies. Obviously, I'm going to build on to it in the next sessions to come. So stay tuned, and I hope you were able to take some key takeaways from this session. See you soon. Take care.